First opened in 2002. There's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup set to go here. Coming to you from the venue that hosted the Super Bowl back in February of '06. Welcome to Ford Field in downtown Detroit. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup set to go here between the Green Bay Packers and the Detroit Lions. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9?
Pulls it in at the 13. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Rodgers going to the air to start things out.
And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete.
No sense risking anything there on first down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who can make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
Out of the backfield, this is Aaron Jones. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it will set him back for second down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Now on 2nd and 16, Rodgers. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
I think he just made the punter a little bit jealous there. There was some serious hang time on that ball. Deep downfield, and while it didn't connect, it certainly sent a message, didn't it?
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And that will be incomplete.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
So on fourth down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Lions will take over.
On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more. The Lions sitting at 5-2 on the year, and they come in on a good run, winners of 5 of their last 7.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
18, Pioneer!
Here's Huntley. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try and run here with Swift.
And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45.
Huntley to throw.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Huntley's throw pulled in by Woods.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down.
Makes it 3rd and 10.
To throw, Huntley. And that's out to the flat for Swift.
And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 15 yards for the Lions there on a first down. And the tight end goes in motion left.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll get 8 on the keeper there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
That's into a crowd and intercepted.
Picked off by Darnell Savage. He's at the 30. 10, 5, then into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. On is Mason Crosby for the point after. And it's good to make it 7-0 Packers.
Makes the score Packers 7, Lions 0. Mason Crosby to kick off for Green Bay.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
Fields this way up at the 17. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. On 1st and 10, Huntley goes with the out route and completes it to Swift. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
To throw on 2nd down, Huntley. That throw taken in by Jameson Williams. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 and a first down.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Here's Swift. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
19 tight.
Looking to throw. Huntley. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Rashawn Gary in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. His throw caught at about the 5. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
A big gain on the play. Brings up 4th and goal.
Check contact. Head the street. 19 right.
On 4th down, Huntley. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They try to throw on 4th and goal from the 2, and the Packer defense stands tall down by the goal line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Just the one misstep for them in the first half of the season. 7-1 is the record at the midway point. And in terms of whatever power rankings you want to go by, they're at or near the top of the list in terms of best teams in the National Football League.
And for me, in my little bit of rankings here, I've got them at the top. I know there's
and he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Rodgers to throw once more. The left side completion to Jones. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a first down. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Throwing now is Rodgers. Touchdown! Robert Tonyan, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Packers go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And it's now 14-0.
Packers 14, Lions nothing.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 33-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. And 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw again. That pass caught. It's Williams. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
It's a gain of 25 yards on the play. That's good. For the Lions, first down.
On first down, Huntley. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
18, right in.
They'll look to throw again. Williams brings it in. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 29-yard line.
13 yards on the play. That's good for the Lions. First and 10.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Back to throw again. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 15-yard line. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Riggs. Back to 60.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Rolling to his left. Looking this time for Woods, and it's intercepted. And the Packers are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
And when a team advances as far as they did, got over the 50-yard line, don't you think that drive deserved a better ending? I think he needs to get with his coaches on the sidelines, make some immediate adjustments, and that's what you do. You don't wait. You do it from series to series, because drives like that end with a turnover, that's multiple times they picked him off already in this opening half.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. That is caught. It's the tight end, Tonyan. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It'll be Lions football to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. Pulls it in at the 13. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30.
At their own 31-yard line.
Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, it resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Back to throw. Huntley. Pass out left, caught by Woods. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They'll try it now with Swift. Finding room at midfield. And he's got room. And he takes this one in for the Lions. Touchdown.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wriggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken from about the 12. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
Their own 18-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because
they're going for Lazard, but this is intercepted. Picked by Jeff Okudah. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football. They had him back deep, got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Hard to forget starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone. From the 10-yard line in, a lot of teams call it that because that's the money zone. Get it into the end zone and make your cash.
They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on second and goal? Looking to throw. Huntley. And he fires one incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
From the 5, third and goal. They will run it with Swift here. And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. DeAndre Swift. His second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Lions take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Taken from about the 12. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Aiden Hutchinson. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. Throwing on second and long. Rodgers. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began, thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion, one more good rep, and they get off the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. He's got a man, complete. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. 6 yards left on second down.
2nd and 6 at the 47-yard line.
Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. Throwing left side, and Watson has it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
Oh, it's time to give real credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route. And he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
To throw is Rodgers. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. The other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
Rodgers to throw for it on 4th. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked by Tracy Walker. And the Lions force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Throwing to start the drive. Huntley. And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot. 18 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. This is Swift on the counter. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. 112 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace it.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
19 sight. Come 19. Don't check.
Back to throw. Huntley. Right side to Williams. He's got room at the 30. Down the sideline he goes. Touchdown, Detroit. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And the next-gen stats are going to tell the story, and wow, what a story it is. Nearly a full 23 miles an hour. One of the fastest plays on record, folks. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken from about the 12. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half. Second and 6. Rodgers now to throw. That's taken in by Watson. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Rodgers finding Watson for the Packer first.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Steps away. He's got the hook up with Dobbs. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Rodgers to throw. This is caught. It's Christian Watson. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
First down.
Now it's Rodgers. He's got Tunyon complete over the middle. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
10 yards.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Rodgers going to throw. And it's caught. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Steps away to his left. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't 3rd down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the first down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
Dillon will take this one in for a Packer touchdown. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th-quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter.
Mason Crosby to kick off for Green Bay.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21-all the score as the kick's away. Pulls it in at the 13. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30.
They're on 31-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
Let's go. Check mash, check mash. Rams on lead. Packer 60, Packer 60.
They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. Right back to Swift again on second down. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
A loss of 2 yards. It's third down and 5.
Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the Lions linemen might have moved. And this offense back to needing 10 yards after the false start. 3rd and 10. Huntley. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Quay Walker. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Rodgers to throw. Throw right side, hauled in by Dobbs. He'll get it inside the 20. A big play there on the catch and run. 31 yards. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Now Jones. A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with 2nd down coming up.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
They'll look to run with Dillon. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
And we are set for a great finish as that timeout comes in with 2 seconds to go in this football game. So the game here hangs on the right foot of Mason Crosby. 2 seconds on the clock. This for the win. And Crosby's kick is good. The veteran Mason Crosby comes through like he's done so many times before. And there'll be some happy cheeseheads tonight as the Packers have won the game. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through, and they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for the Packers, they're setting themselves up as a major contender as they move to 8-1 now on the year. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Dallas Cowboys. Meanwhile, for Detroit, they'll fall to 5-3 with a loss. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at Soldier Field with the Chicago Bears.